What up? It's your boy T-Bird and the reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. About to get a video from Wrestling Flashback with the Truth About Wrestling YouTube. Good video, like a good video, definitely watch because you know I do react to a lot of YouTube stuff with wrestling YouTubes. I mean, with BWJ, Wrestling Flashback, the wrestling channel that does the wrestling moments and all that. The Apex Predator series. Sorry, I'm hesitant because I'm a little mad myself for snooze and losing on the video they had. It was up with Ada history. Viper Incarnate, Godzilla Empire, Maja, many others. Grinsickle or GSV, whatever, and many others that I mentioned. But definitely, Russian Flash has been bringing up the nostalgia of the WWE as well too, and I feel like, and also I heard that he reveals his face behind as well too. Shout out to him well too, and shout out to fellow reactors like myself, Justin and Stacy in the clutch, especially Kicking and Raws who do them on his own as well too. So without further ado, let's check it out.
1, 2, is this on?
The weird and wonderful world of wrestling.
Wall culture, yeah.
Wrestling is melodrama. Wrestling
And
is
as well as the informational, and I cannot forget the informational ones too, such as Walt Culture, Polano as well too. So yeah.
Wrestling is action. Wrestling is comic books. The only thing wrestling isn't is wrestling.
Now, I've been an avid watcher of YouTube wrestling videos for the best part of 10 years. If you love pro wrestling, chances are you've stumbled upon a YouTube creator now and again that you love watching. Wrestling fans can genuinely be some of the most entertaining people on the planet. And throughout my time watching YouTube, I've seen them all, from the early days of wrestling fan reviews to the build-up of more professionally produced channels. There is literally a wrestling YouTube channel for everyone. Whether you love the informative videos talking about wrestling's past, whether you love opinions and reviews of past shows, whether you like wrestling parodies and botches, whether you like wrestling podcasts, whether you enjoy watching old clips and compilations, or even if you just like watching fans react to those compilations, the list is endless. Wrestling YouTube features some of the smartest, hilarious, and entertaining creators who, along with the wrestlers, many of us have
Parts of fun though.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to night 2 of WrestleMania.
Now, you might be wondering, why am I mentioning this on my channel? Well, because it's a big reason why I'm making videos today. And I'd like to thank each and every one of these creators, no matter how big or small, for paving the way. You see, I've been a wrestling fan for as long as I can remember. And I remember my first match being Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan back in WCW in 1995. My whole family was into it, and I dreamt about getting into the business somehow, whether that be as an active wrestler, a commentator, an announcer, or even a referee. I just knew that I wanted my future job to be something to do with the crazy world of pro wrestling. Unfortunately, I'm sure like many of you, life catches up with you. And instead, like so many others, I gave up on that dream and landed a corporate job as an accountant. Since then, I've tried my hand at a few other things, but I always had that urge to somehow make a living from the one thing I've always loved, pro wrestling. As bad as the lockdown in 2020 was, it did allow me to rekindle my love for pro wrestling. I got some downtime, and I started to post some of my favorite clips from the past.
Oh, he started TikTok.
Nice. And Instagram.
So I just started this TikTok page about 3 days ago.
Nice.
I'm already on 8,450 followers. We'll keep you posted.
A year and a half later, these pages grew like crazy with hundreds of thousands of followers. And due to the high demand for YouTube videos, I finally decided to bring my videos to the platform I'd watched for the last 10 years. In December 2021.
Even from real wrestling fans,
nice. Thank you to all of you who've watched and shared the videos, because I've had over 30 million views and gained over 60,000 subscribers in just 4 short months.
I just found one of the funniest wrestling videos I've ever seen on YouTube. It's called Santino Marella mispronouncing name.
That was a good video. The funny video was that and the Ric Flair flops.
I gotta share it.
I've laughed my ass off.
Shout out to Brandon, now knowing ex Neptune from formerly of D&B, but you know Brandon Rashad.
And video reactions.
Yep, of course.
Which have made it that much more worthwhile.
Of course, all this club squats and Raws.
Unfortunately, though, just like anything, all good things come to an end. I was no longer able to monetize the compilation videos because they weren't deemed significant value add by YouTube. Now, as much as I would love to produce the content for free, there are a number of hours that go into creating any one video, so it just isn't sustainable for me to do so. But for those of you who still want the previous compilations and the new ones I'll be making each week, you can subscribe to my new Patreon. There's a link in the description to access all of those. But on the bright side, I was expecting this to eventually happen, which is why I decided to supplement the videos with commentary style videos where I share my thoughts.
Okay, so I gotta take a look. Give me a quick second look at that. So it looks like he's not just myself. Just because, you know, some of my videos, like the Jim Ross and all, they got taken down as well. Not taken down, thank God, because I take it down. I've been copyright. I've been in worse shape than him right now. But looked like he did take some of the Okay, so yeah, he did take some of them videos down, like the Ric Flair, the Jim Ross, and all that. Okay, I see. I really know he did that. So yeah, that explains why. And I was wondering what's going to happen with that. Since like I said, some of my videos got put block over that stuff, like the Jim Ross one-liners and all that. So yeah, he got hit too. That's why. All right.
Opinions and insights into certain topics in wrestling. Many of you seem to be enjoying those, which is great. So in the future, I'll continue to peel back the curtain and hopefully provide you with some valuable insight into the wrestling business that you might not have known before.
I might have to start trying to Patreon again. There's one thing about it. Reason why I stopped it because it wasn't successful.
So with that being said, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ricky, and I've been working on Wrestling Flashback for the last 2 years. So in the second half of this video, I'm going to respond to a few of the Q&A questions you guys have submitted, and I'm also going to respond to a few hate comments, so that should be quite interesting. So Atif says, I want to thank you for the videos, respect for the support, and then who's your top 5 wrestlers of all time? Okay, so this is a tough one, so I'm going to go off the dome pretty quick and say Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, The Rock, and it's a toss-up between Austin and Taker, but I'll give it to Austin. And that's my favorite, not best. I don't want you guys to murder me in the comments, so I'm not going to say my best quite yet. I might do a video on it though. So Arian asks, how do you come up with topics for videos? What inspires you to start a channel? What challenges you face? And what other YouTubers you watch? So the topics for videos usually come from my head. I go for a run every morning and then I just think of stuff off the bat. And then watching other videos, seeing how they're made, and then kind of just putting my own little twists on things. They give me ideas. What inspired me to start a YouTube channel, I actually started on TikTok and Instagram 2 years ago. So I literally just quit my job as a corporate accountant, and TikTok was like a big thing at the time. So I was like, oh, okay, everything's on TikTok. Let me just find some wrestling videos. And at the time, which is completely different to right now, there were literally no wrestling videos. So I decided to step up for the team, and I started wrestling TikTok back in, I think it was July 2020. I don't know if there were some creators before me or not.
TikTok,
I didn't see them. But
TikTok was a big thing of the pandemic.
Started posting on their old clips. I think my first video was of this clip of Stephanie and Triple H.
The game
always
came up a little bit short.
Oh my God!
Maybe it was not so much that it was the game that was short. Maybe it was that the field I was playing on was just too damn big. Even a 747 looks small when you're flying it into the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
What in the world?
And within a day, it was on like 1.4 million views. So I like skyrocketed to like 3,000 followers. And I was like, oh, there's a demand for this. So I just kept doing it. I did it for like 2 years, to the point loads of people were like, get on YouTube, got on YouTube, and here we are. In terms of copyright strikes, I've got no strikes, but you get a hell of a lot of copyright claims. Like from YouTube is full of claims.
Yeah, the claim, that's the one thing is like, man, you get a lot of claims. Sometimes the claim turns to blocks and everything. But as long as a strike is all good. Just it sucks when you're in the block because it's like all the hard work you put, whether it's video you made or video you react to, all the emotions you put in reaction for it ended up being blocked down the line or blocked from the gate. It sucks. I will say that sucks.
Other YouTubers do I suggest? Well, in this video, you've seen a lot that I mentioned before. But if I give a quick 3 off the top of the dome, it's Promo Joe. I think it's funny. It's like the new Botchamania, but it's shorter videos, so easier to consume. I like Wrestling Bios, very informative, great content. And Tap Out Corner. Those are my 3 favorites right now, I would say. Riley McKenzie says, top 10 reasons Indians love Roman Reigns. You know what? I've seen that loads. Every time I post something about Roman Reigns, it goes batshit viral. I don't even know what.
Ain't right. I'm gonna say this. This is not about the tribal piece of shit. This is more about the man behind the tribal piece of shit, Joseph Anoa'i. I will say this: happy birthday to Joseph Anoa'i. I don't give a shit about the tribal piece of shit, tribal piece of trash, Roman Reigns, but I will. But as a wrestling fan, I'm gonna show love to the man, respect to the man behind the character I don't like. That is Joseph Anoa'i. And you already know it's not. I don't like dislike the Roman Reigns and all together. I just don't like the current hero Roman Reigns. I'm always a big. I'm dear to the face big dog Roman Reigns. I don't give a shit about the tribal piece of trash that Riddle called him. I love it. Bobby, I love that promo by Riddle. But yeah, for Joseph Anoa'i, happy birthday.
Hi. Indians love Roman Reigns. I'm Indian. Do I like Roman Reigns? Yes, but why? I'm not so sure. If you're Indian, maybe comment in this video. Why do Indians love Roman Reigns so much? Winston says, I've never watched wrestling before, but stumbled upon Undertaker Rise Up vids.
Oh,
Since
that
then,
was
I've
a good
watched
video
so many
too,
of your
Rise
vids,
Up.
subscribe to the WWE Network, and gorge myself on classic WrestleManias and Rumbles. Respect. I'm glad the videos helped get you into wrestling. Okay, so that's most of the Q&A stuff done, and now it's time to move on to my favorite section,
this is gonna be
responding
interesting.
to all you haters out there.
This is
To be
good
fair, I
one.
don't get much hate. I would sometimes expect that I would actually get more, but you guys are quite tame. Not saying that I want more hate, but I appreciate that you guys are quite tame. And a lot of you guys are actually really supportive, so I want to thank you all for that.
You're welcome.
Throughout this whole journey, I've had so much support from so many of you. So I do want to say thank you. Florida Boy says, so you want us to pay for something we were already getting free beforehand. Nah, best of luck to you though. I understand you have to make a living. I respect it. Fair play, yeah. I mean, the only reason I put it on Patreon is because I was getting paid for it before, and it does take a lot of time to make a compilation. Like, when you think of like the JR one-liners, to try and find every single time he says like, by God, or...
I will also put some words about that as well too. Blame YouTube. I'll just say this. Blame YouTube. Because that was the reason why I tried the Patreon thing too, because I had some good videos like wrestling matches that I react to won't get but fly by for YouTube because of certain YouTube like WE and all that. I still have the Patreon up, just I don't use that as much. They're like I had Shawn Michaels earlier matchup against Ric Flair during his days as a rocker and everything, and many others, as well as some kill counts and everything, but didn't look at. But it's a lot of people just like that. Reason why he had to do it because YouTube was blocking or demonetizing them, and he was making money off of this. So you gotta understand the situation. He did say he respected it, but you gotta understand the situation. It's same with In the Clutch though. Some of the videos you got put on you got put on Patreon because of blocking, because they gotta cut this stuff down or block it, or worse, the whole Copa situation where some of our videos, like Trial Lab videos we react to be getting hit with community standard shreds, causes us to not be able to post anything for a week, causes us to worry about a page, old channel get shut down over some BS. Yeah, I had to go there. So yeah.
Business has just picked up. I mean, it takes a while because, I mean, if I was to ask you, find me 10 clips of him saying business has picked up, it'd probably be very difficult for you to do. I mean, it takes like hours of research to pick out those moments, put it together, whatever. So it's just not worth my while to just put it out for free. And I apologize. But I mean, I have given you guys free content for the last 2 years. So I mean, maybe give me a little bit of a break. Lol, way to kill a channel. Yeah, I'll just be moving all the compilations to a paid platform because I'm not doing this as a passion. It's purely for money. Goodbye. I guess that's the same answer as previously. I mean, sometimes people can be a little bit entitled to think, oh, okay, yeah, I expect to get everything for free or whatever. I mean, I pay for the network, so there's money going in there for me to like gain the clips, and then putting it all together takes hours. I mean, if you want though, create your own and I'll happily watch and support you if you want to do it as a passion for free. And I'm pretty sure I've got some subscribers who'd watch as well, so why don't you do us that service? So this was on the Christian Edge video comparing the two. Aliyah Hussein says, first of all, saying Edge is a bigger star is BS because he really is not. They're both the same. You can cut that out. Sassy. Edge was not the focus. That's why none of his matches were in the main event. I'm pretty sure he was in the main event.
This was like that. I mean, before you go for that, I'm gonna say that I've seen a lot of that debate so many times in wrestling groups and all that. A lot of folks is saying that Christian was really the better wrestler, and Edge was just the overrated one. They got the push over Christian and all that. I mean, I say, and this is me saying this is all kayfabe on the side though. It depends. It's up in the air for me with that one situation. Both of them are excellent though. Just Edge got the better push, but Christian, when he has solos, even though most of the solos hill, he has some good runs or anything. But Edge, got to push or anything. Got a good push as well too. Became the superstar he is down the line as well. But you know what I mean? It just based on the looks, I guess. Based on the looks and skills or anything, Edge was like a bigger wrestler than like physical wise than Christian. So I guess that might give the advantage of him getting the bigger push in WWE than Christian did.
A few times. Christian is an icon, big star that everyone knows of that improved the rating by doing nothing in 2020. Look, I got no hate for Christian. It was more just a collective opinion on what everyone else thinks of the two and why Edge is seen as a bigger star. It does by no means mean that Edge is better than Christian. It's just that people related to him a lot more. Next time, think about posting an insulting, pathetic video. Let's see if you actually have the guts to reply. Well, I'm here, but do I have to say your points were kind of invalid. But I respect your opinion. Say Twizelv says, seriously, I hate titles like these. It's best they don't show themselves because I'm the type to really confront them in person and pick a fight if I ever see them.
Well, what's funny, the reason I made that face funny is I made a post on a couple of my wrestling groups I'm in, asking what's the pros and cons of wrestling. A lot of cons saying toxic fans, especially ones that are like this. And then we had a toxic fan recently threatened to get violent, deadly violent with a current women wrestler and her spouse. We got too much going on right now. We're dealing with bullshit like that, and this shit like that is why folks look at wrestling fans all together as a whole the way they are because of toxic fans like this. That right there is so unnecessary. It's not that serious. I understand, and this is why I say this. Have little emotional status on like no opinions or anything, but when it comes to like making it truthfully violent, this was the line is drawn right here. I understand having hate for a wrestler or hate for a storyline, hate for a YouTube person because of opinion. I get that, but when the hate turned to wanting to do physical damage or whatever, turn violent, this is when the line got to get drawn. I'm sorry, this is when the line got to get drawn. Like much I don't like certain wrestling characters, anything like MJF, the current tribal piece of trash, and all that. I do still, as a man, as a good person, respect the men behind the characters. I mean, even Mr. Maxwell Freeman. I forgot his real middle name and all that. I respect the man, his character wise, and because he played the characters outside of wrestling so much too. He's a piece of shit, but I respect the man behind him regardless. I don't care. I wouldn't want to wish harm or any of the guys that are like hateful heels as well too. Ladies regardless, I don't have no hateful girls though, but I want to wish no hatefulness on anybody, even if they're like the most hateful heel to me or in general. I wouldn't. Sometimes but like I said, lines is drawn right here.
I hate people like that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this face reveal, guys. I think I'm going to get my ass kicked. XL Skin says, it's interesting videos, but you speak too much. We like the sound videos with public reaction. You know what? I like them too. If I could do that all day long, I would. It's easier for me to make. But
now that's one thing I kind of agree. That's why I don't do a lot of reaction to what culture. I didn't do a lot of at first. I didn't like to do reaction to what culture, Polano, and all that, and all that. But some of their videos are interesting enough to sit through sometimes. Though depends on the topic.
But unfortunately, the way the YouTube copyright system works, that's just not possible.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have to get used to the voice. Otherwise, you can always unsubscribe. Josh Peck's dad says, "Why do you keep posting videos?" And then he goes, Goes on to say, stop making videos.
That's the YouTube. Every YouTuber's most hateful, most infamous comments from haters.
You know you can block me. Jeremy the Infallible says, what does your interest say? Something and then is this on? Lol, what the fuck? Well, if you were a wrestling fan in the Attitude Era, one of my favorite entrance themes was the Triple H My Time theme. And that intro is actually the start of that song.
Exactly.
I'll give you a quick little clip. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted.
1, 2, is this on?
I will say this, despite his alignment at the time, during this time, this was a badass intro.
Stephen Harlow says, so what is the point of telling what is going to happen and then just show the clip? Well, I've got to add some context to the video, which is why I tell what happens. And if it was just all clip, then again, YouTube doesn't like that. That's reused content. So I got to add a bit of my own flair to it, which is this voice. Versatile Wolf NWO says, no disrespect, but this whole list is wrong from start. Please delete the video. I can't even remember what video this was on, but fair enough.
And I'm gonna say something about that. This is their personal top whatever, or their personal line of videos and all that. So if you don't like it, just go to another YouTuber that you feel that has a nice little good legit top 20, because a lot of them actually mention that this is their personal top videos, whether it's wrestling, music, etc. Know what I mean? A lot of people give a lot, and not towards me, a lot of people give a lot of shit to Watch Mojo's or their top 20 or top 10 videos as well too. Because I hear in my comments, they don't go towards me. They say, "Why I always say it, Watch Mojo, wherever, always have some shit top 20s and all of that." I hear it all the time though. If you don't like it, watch another one and move on. Don't even waste your fingers, breath, etc. with that. I mean, this like a lot of the hater stuff is just a waste of energy that if you don't like it, don't watch it. Or stop watching it, move on to the next video, unsubscribe to the user, block the channel or something. But just to be an internet gangster, to type everything, just type your hate for this and that, it's a waste of energy. I'm just gonna say it. It's a waste of energy. I see it on my video, I see it on other people's videos, including my favorite folks. Like, it's a waste of energy, to be honest. I mean, I can see disagreeing, but to be a complete hater to the point that it's like you're giving energy off to why you watched it if you don't like it that much, just move on, man. Just don't even waste your time. Hit pause, stop, whatever, exit out, or unsubscribe, block the person, go to another video you like, and save the energy.
Fair enough. So yeah, there's not too much hate, but I think that just about wraps up the video. So thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you watch till the end, appreciate it. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, like it, tell me I'm good, tell me I'm bad, tell me whatever. I do not mind.
Well, Mr. Wrestler Flashback, I forgot to say what your name was again. I did forget to say your name was. Your videos is on point. I love it. I like your history of videos. I love the storyline, especially the face. You know, right now my favorite one is the face top 10 ways of becoming a face turn. I always represent the faces as well as show love to tweeters, man. And that was a good video. The videos you had with the clips on there before YouTube and YouTube, which is YouTube themselves or the owner of the videos, like WWE, got so money hungry they did block people and all that, took them down. They was awesome as well too. Especially the Jim Ross one-liners was my favorite. The stunner cells, the Santino, the Ric Flair flops, and the Wall and Taker sit-ups as well is pretty good. They were good videos, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Regardless, I actually about to react to another video right after this. Maybe because you too. Depends. But anyway, if you like my reaction, but for those who watching my reaction videos, those who like to see my reaction, because I do have people who love to see my reaction, especially to wrestling contests. That's why I make Wrestling Wednesday, just because I know you love wrestling contests, though. I've been thinking about time of spreading out, not doing different days or anything, just to get stuff out the way. And I'm gonna keep bringing it up to avoid snooze and lose moments. I'm still heartbroken now. I was looking for that AEW Savage Moment video. Apex, I understand you're going through the situation that he's missing now as well too. But yeah, other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and just be safe. I did do a reaction to a Vibrant Continent AEW video, and it'll be on my backup channel. First, I'll bring it to the main channel once I know it's safe. But anyway, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.